I'm Artistic Gamer 7 and welcome back to another Creative Sim video here on the channel. Now this is one of my adjective sims, as I'm calling them, where I actually post it in two places. I'm also mentioning it if you want to add to it. You can comment down below with 2 to 3 adjectives for me to try to base a sim off of. And this one is the words Vivacious and Stupendous. I think I'm saying that right. I really have an extremely hard time pronouncing some words. If you've watched any of my videos, you've probably heard me mess up at least 2 words within the duration of the video, or like not pronounce it quite right. I think it's partially because I'm not a good speller, and like people telling me to sound out words to spell them just doesn't function in my brain. So like when I try to read a word and try to say it's something similar to that. Like I'm like saying it the way that I expect it to be said, and it's not right. But also I think a lot of it comes from my accent. I don't think I have one of the strongest accents from where I live, but it's still there. I can't escape it. It may not be as strong as people around me, but it's there. And there's no way getting around it. But yeah, anyway. So I was using those 2 words to create this sim here. Now I will say, you may be noticing that this video is barely sped up, and it's not. I don't even have it fully 2 times the speed. And the reason is because I don't really know what happened, but when I went to record this, I hit record, but either somehow I hit a button on my keyboard, or like I double clicked when I hit record or whatever, but the actual original video only recorded 18 seconds. And I didn't realize it, so I went in to create the sim and was like creating the sim, having a good old time, really loving the sim. I was enjoying doing it, like making the sim. And then when I finished, I actually ended up going straight to getting ready to take the screenshots. And right as I put the sim down to take screenshots, I went to stop the recording before I started taking the screenshots and realized the recording wasn't going. So technically the sim that you see here that I am creating right now is technically a different sim than the one that I actually took the screenshots of. But basically what I did is I re-put that sim into Create a Sim and did a few like changes so that I can get the whole Create a Sim feel of it, and just tweaked it to look back to the original sim, and clicked on a few of the things. I was trying not to go through quickly, and there was a few times that I was like I looked at a few new things here and there just to try to keep the process a little bit slower so that it wasn't such a quick video. But that's why it's not sped up a whole lot, because if I was to speed it up a whole lot, the video wouldn't last nearly as much as like the other ones, because most of my Create a Sim videos get sped up around 3 to 4, sometimes 5 times. I usually don't go over that. With my speed builds, yes. A lot of times I go to 6, 7 times, but with Create a Sims, I usually don't have as much footage, obviously. So unless like I got real super detail oriented in like skin details, but even then, usually like I don't think I've ever had a speed build be as short as a Create a Sim video to where I could speed them up about the same time. There's been a few close ones where the build was extremely small and the sim was very detailed, but even then the build still was longer. But yeah, anyway. So with her, I definitely was like, I looked up these words to make sure that I knew, like, sort of what I was going for, and I definitely wanted this more, like, very, like, beautiful, very dressed up woman who, like, she had her life together, and, like, you know, this is her, like, going to, like, some special event or whatever. And I think she actually turned out really, really beautiful. I did take a lot more screenshots of her so that there was like something else going on in the video than I did of the other 2 previous adjective sims that I have made. But in all honesty, I really loved taking these screenshots of her. Going in, I automatically knew I wanted to have some sort of updo, and I wanted to try to get a hairpiece in it. I thought the hairpiece that I put in with this one actually fit pretty well with this hairstyle because it's got like braids and things like that going up on the sides, and then this like messy bun in the back. But it's like an elegant messy bun, if that makes any sense. And basically the rest of the jewelry that I used, I based it around the hairpiece. The hairpiece looks like it's got like these pearls on it. It's got some gold like vine things that the pearls are on. So a lot of the rest of her jewelry was very pearl oriented, and if it had some sort of like metal to it, I tried to make sure it was like a gold tint, and I tried to make it be the same gold tint because this is like a white gold that was on the hairpiece, so a lot of the gold that I tried to use was more of a white gold. But I think she is really, really pretty. She's got more of a narrower face than I usually make my Sims, but I sort of like that sort of, I didn't really, like, I was trying different things, so I like when I actually add or do different things than what I usually do. So the fact that she has a narrow face compared to some of my other Sims is okay. One, sometimes I randomly will decide to bring in one of the Sims that I've made in past Create a Sims for either potential challenge things I want to do, or if it's just in my main save to add some more Sims and things like that. So it's nice to have variety, but I really, really love how she turned out. I think this dress looks absolutely gorgeous on her, and I love it so much, and I had so much fun doing the screenshots, like all the poses and things like that. I was trying to make her look like this beautiful woman who was like, knew that she was beautiful and like was ready to pose when she's seen the camera and stuff like that, and she didn't really have too many bad angles, and she was still confident. I didn't try to make the snobby thing come off too much, but I mean, she is a little bit, like, she does have money and wealth sometimes with some people that it just inherently happens even if they don't mean it to. But so she does have some of that vibe going on, but I still love her. I think it's, like, she's absolutely beautiful, and I had so much fun with this Sim and the other two Sims. If you want to see the other two Sims, there is a playlist down in the description below, as well as the end of the video here after all the screenshots, that you can click on to go view the previous two and any others that may join after her. So, and I hope that the person that suggested these over on Sims Grown, because that was where these ones were posted, likes how she turned out. So definitely let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. If you liked this video and like how this Sim turned out, hit that lovely like button. Make sure you're subscribed so that you don't miss future creative Sims and such. And definitely feel free to comment any more adjectives down below that I could use to try to base off, like, use them as a base for creating a Sim and see how it actually goes. But thank you again for watching, and hopefully see you in the next one. Bye bye!